We are back on the halftime report. Greenlight Capital, David Einhorn's firm, out with a new investor letter. Our Leslie Picker following the money. She has it. And going to give us the detaels now.
Yeah, so bear with me, Scott, because I got this right in the commercial break. So still reading through it, but just kind of some highlights I see after skimming here. Greenlight saying that late in the quarter, they added substantial portfolio protection through index hedges. They say that if they were bearish until March and neutral through June, would now characterize ourselves as worried. And they say that when the authorities bailed out bank depositors in March, they thought the implications were bullish for stocks and inflation and adjusted the portfolio accordingly. But that bullishness played out immediately as the S&P consistently moved up and to the right subsequent to that event. And Greenlight goes on to say that the inflation bullishness has not yet materialized, and recent readings have shown noted deceleration, and the tailwind from higher rents is likely to dissipate, causing core inflation to fall further. And they believe that's stickier and more entrenched than the market is currently appraising. So kind of a contrarian view here. Notably, go on to talk about performance and say that those index hedges returned about 8.7%. That was the material losers during the quarter. The S&P 500 index hedge, which returned 8.7%, an individual short with bubble-like characteristics that they didn't cover. They don't go on to disclose what that is. But kind of interesting perspective from David Einhorn today. Of course, their overall returns for the second quarter was 14.5% net of fees and expenses, and that's about double what you saw with the S&P during that same time period.
Don't forget, too, I mean, they're coming off a 2022, which was, I think, their best year ever.
Right.
They're like 36+% net of fees, largely because, sort of fitting to his playbook in the last few years, they haven't been big holders of tech stocks.
Yep.
Right? So in 22, when tech had a big correction, Greenlight, they were big winners.
Yep.
Now I'm just curious as to what we're learning just because of the big bounce back in tech.
Yeah.
Traditionally, they haven't been big players, what that's meant to the overall picture. Do we know of anything that he's added of late through this letter?
Yeah,
I know you haven't had much time to look at it, so I apologize for throwing that to you. But
no, of course. In terms of the material winners, they describe those interest rate derivatives, where they challenged the market view that the Fed would cut interest rates this year, continues to believe the market is over-anticipating those cuts, and they've extended that view through March of 2024. Also winners was Consol Energy and Tenet Healthcare. But to your point, not only has he avoided tech stocks in recent years, he's been shorting them, the bubble basket.
The bubble basket, right, that he's talked about a lot over the last handful of years, I guess.
And it sounds like he still has some kind of individual short with bubble-like characteristics, but didn't disclose that, probably at fear of, getting kind of the Reddit crew after him.
Yeah, I don't think he reveals shorts anymore anyway.
Nope. Very few people do.
Yeah. Do you have other stuff that you're learning from these Fs?
We
13 Fs?
We do. We've got 13 Fs coming out. After the close today is the deadline. We've seen a few so far today, and one of them is Co2, which disclosed some interesting. Philippe Lafont disclosed some interesting trades there. Within big tech, Seth Klarman, his Bow post revealed a new position in Amazon worth about $125 million, but decreased a stake in Alphabet. D1 also trimmed its stake in Alphabet, along with Meta and Microsoft, while dissolving a position in Amazon. Soros dissolved some big tech names as well, Netflix, Salesforce, and Spotify, just to name a few, but the firm took a new stake in Microsoft. So we're seeing some discretionary moves with regard to big tech, some thematic moves with EVs, Chinese tech, as well as chip makers as well. So obviously still early. The deadline's after the close. That's when we get the bulk of the filings. But, starting to see some early filers.